Welcome to another edition of Can Kyle Martin Do Your Job? And today is something maybe a little out of my comfort zone. I am going to attempt to do some police officer work, but it's more of the physical stuff. Can we bring Kyle in here? Lieutenant Kyle Stevenson, and what exactly am I going to be doing? Tactical stuff, right?
That's right. Today you'll be with the department's SWAT team, and we'll be running you through some just various things that the team is expected to be able to do.
This could be difficult. We'll find out. Stay tuned.
Yeah, basically this belt just helps hold the holster, and we call this a drop leg holster, and what it does is instead of, like, you see how this holster is up on my hip?
Yeah.
It's kind of high, well the vest would interfere with that, so this drops it down. That way it doesn't interfere with any of your vest or any of your other equipment.
Okay.
So.
Do you feel tough when you put this stuff on, Kyle?
I feel, I don't know.
Because I feel tough right now.
Wait till you get the vest on. That's the heavy part. Okay. So this.
How much does this vest weigh?
You know, I don't. Everybody always asks me that.
Really?
You can kind of get a feel. It's heavy.
Holy smokes!
And it's heavy.
Dude, how do you run in that?
Believe it or not, once you get it on, it actually doesn't feel so bad because your shoulders take some of the weight. But
yeah.
If you just pick it up, it even feels heavy. Like, I think it feels heavy too.
So is that bulletproof then?
It is. Yep. So this is like a level 3, and then this actually has they're called SAPI plates. So they're like a ceramic plate. So this will actually stop rifle rounds too, and you can kind of feel it in there how hard that plate is in there.
Well, that's hard.
Yeah. So, and there's one of those in the front and then one of those in back. And just those two things alone add, I think, 16 pounds to it, because they're 8 pounds a piece or something like that. So just the plates alone make a big difference on the overall weight of it. So
you wouldn't want to jump into a body of water wearing something like that?
No, most definitely not.
Most definitely not. That is heavy. Holy smokes.
So, like I said, once you get it on, I think you'll feel it's not as bad. So this is like a cummerbund type setting, so this just comes up and then it opens up. What we do is we leave one side, like the left side of this I never take undone. So it's set where I need to go, then I can put it on and then just set the right side, and then it's good to go. So basically what you're gonna do is almost crawl into this thing. So you're gonna put,
okay.
Yep, exactly. Put your left arm through, and there you go, exactly.
Okay. Wow.
Perfect. And this arm goes through this hole here. Yep, straight. There you go. So that goes around this protects your arm.
Guess maybe I'm a little overdressed for this.
And then this part here actually just wraps around. Okay. Here, and this part up. Perfect.
I'm guessing.
There you go.
I'm guessing you don't have people dress you.
No.
Like the other officers don't help you out.
Sometimes though.
Do they?
Sometimes you have to get them. Sometimes like this will get flipped over and they got to adjust stuff, or yeah, I mean you get pretty bulked up, but yeah, sometimes people kind of help you, but for the most part we do it enough that we can kind of get it on.
If you fell down in this, I don't think I could get back up.
Maybe like a turtle, like on your back.
Officer down. Yeah, okay.
It definitely limits your mobility for sure. Yeah,
and this goes.
Yep, that
this goes like this. Okay.
Yeah, so just like this. That's a good example. So
okay.
This kind of gets twisted up, so
sure.
I adjust that back. It's a little more comfortable.
Tell me your bicep is
that big?
Yeah.
I like to think so.
That's. I mean, I'm sliding through there like nothing.
Yeah.
Wow.
So these could come off there, but the thing is, like, if anything that would come into this side would enter right here, and then your vest wouldn't do any good.
Right.
So what these will do is anything,
like
any side shots, they'll protect you from that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So, yep. How's that feel?
That bulky.
Heavy? Bulky.
It does. It feels a little bulky.
Perfect.
Yeah. I think my pants might fall down in this. This belt's not holding up my pants, Kyle. All right.
All right. Here's the last.
Okay.
Last part.
The camera crew's laughing at me, Kyle. That's not good.
I think you're looking pretty good.
I feel tough. I'm telling you.
There you go.
I totally do.
You're set.
All right. I notice you haven't given me a weapon yet.
Not yet. We're going to ease into that a little bit.
Okay.
Ryan Dell is an officer here, and he's our instructor for the armored vehicle. So he's going to kind of run you through the course. I'll go along with you. But he'll kind of tell you, like, take a right around this cone or a left around this cone or back into here or back into there. the course that we've got set up that you're going to run through is one that all of us go through too. So everybody on the team is certified and trained to drive the vehicle, and mostly we have that so we can, it's just a protective vehicle for us. It's bulletproof, so no rounds of ammunition are going to go through that.
Yeah.
So it kind of gives us a safe barrier for officer rescue if like we had an officer down like in a hot area, or citizen rescue, kind of anything like that. That's kind of what we use this for. Like I said, it's just kind of a defensive vehicle, but once you get in there, you'll see it's big.
Yeah.
And we've got it set up pretty good, so you have pretty good sight, but we'll see how you do on the cones.
I like it that you're standing downhill from me.
To make you feel taller.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Like, all right, I'm all dressed up, and I've got Police Chief Mike Tupper with me, and Police Chief Tupper was the one who recommended that I try this this tactical unit today. And first of all, Chief, how do I look?
You look sharp. You look tough, actually.
That's what I was telling everybody. I feel tough.
You look tough.
I feel like Iron Man.
I think all of this outweighs you, though.
I know. Well, Kyle was putting the belt on me, and I go, what are you trying to tell me here?
You look good.
Oh.
We're hiring. Did you know that?
That's what I heard.
We are hiring.
I heard the police department is hiring. So how long, Chief, has this training facility been out here?
Oh, gosh, this has been out here for a couple decades, probably, I'm guessing. It's been here ever since I've been here. That's what I know.
Yeah.
But we've been utilizing this out here for a long time.
Okay.
We're fortunate to have this. A lot of police departments do not have an area like this where they can do this training, so we're very fortunate.
Yeah. I'm going to get to drive this big armored. What is that? What do you call that, Kyle?
It's called the MRAP.
Yeah.
We call it the MRAP.
Yeah.
We'd like to paint it, but it's somewhat costly to paint, so we haven't done that yet.
Okay.
And I'm going to stay out of your way while you're driving.
Yeah. Is this thing hard to drive?
They don't let me drive it, Kyle.
Is it going to be hard to drive in this?
Yes.
Is it?
It's hard to do everything in
I'm going to tell you this. I skipped that day in driver's ed. that we drove the big tactical unit.
Well, don't hit my car.
I will try not to hit your car. So we're going to drive this. We'll be right back.
Ryan, this is Kyle.
Ryan and Kyle.
Yep.
Nice to meet
you. Ryan's our resident expert on this vehicle, so he's going to do a lot of the talking, and he'll set up front with you, and I'll just kind of stay back and chime in when I feel necessary or whatever. But Ryan's our expert.
What do you mean, like, don't go there?
Yeah, exactly. Like, stop. Yeah, exactly. I'll probably be pushing my brake pedal in the back.
Is there an emergency brake?
No, we trust you. So Ryan's a good instructor. He'll show you all the ropes, and so I think what we'll do is have you go ahead and jump in the front seat, and he'll kind of explain to you how the vehicle operates, general stuff, and then once we go, just kind of listen to him. If he says stop, stop. But otherwise, he'll tell you right turn here, left turn there. He'll tell you everything you need to know.
Cool.
Alrighty.
Let's go.
Alrighty. It is heavy. Okay. So you pull on this. Okay. You're going to have to keep this all kind of healthy. As we're getting in here, I need 3 points of contact. Okay. So I need 1, 2, and 3. So 3 points of contact. You've got handlebars up there. And get yourself situated here. I'm going to kind of hold on to this close with the same close on you. Okay.
Like I said, is don't grab that steering. Don't use the steering wheel as one of them to take the brake. So use your handles right there.
I think I'm wedged.
I can fit there. You can fit there. Believe me.
Okay.
Alrighty, so this steering wheel, it telescopes up and down. Alrighty, so this is a 20.5 ton vehicle. It's got very limited vision in here, so you have to be very cognizant of what's going on. I'll explain more when we get in here. But before you even get to this point, there's 3 power switches that you have to activate.
Okay.
And then before it even moves, you have to have 100 pounds of air pressure in each tank. Okay. If it's going to be below freezing the situation and it's not an emergency, you have to wait till this vehicle gets up to 165 degrees on the water temperature here.
Okay.
All right, so we do have over 100 pounds. If we didn't have 100 pounds in each air tank, we'd have an alarm going off that would tell us that we couldn't move, and even if we tried to move without that air pressure, we couldn't move. Okay. So we've installed some extra things in here just because we're going to be moving this thing on city streets. We want to be able to see where we're going and what we're doing.
Sure.
So we've installed 4 cameras. So you can see them here.
Right.
Kyle's going to activate the 4 button mode there, so you can see down the driver's side, down the passenger side. We've got 1 in front and 1 in back. We've installed an extra mirror up here so it helps you see what's in front of you.
Right.
You've got 2 mirrors on the side here and 2 over there. So all total, you've got 9 things that can help you see around this vehicle, but your vision is still going to be limited as you're going to see.
Ryan, how fast does this go?
I think it governors out at 65 miles an hour. We've never had it up that high. But you'll notice, even though it's got a very high horsepower motor, you're still not, it goes very slow. It's not a sports car by any stretch of the imagination. Okay. It's also very top heavy, so when we do cornering, 10 miles an hour is what we're going to stay at for cornering.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to jump up here next to you. After this door closes, when it's sealed all the way, I need you to push this forward just like so, and it'll seal. Okay. All right. It's going to be right up against your leg too.
Okay.
Not a lot of room in this thing. All right.
Okay.
So I'll jump down here and I'll get it next to you.
All right.
So Ryan, how many hours do you train in this? I mean, is this something you do quarterly, monthly,
We
weekly?
try and do this at least once a year with the SWAT team. And so each guy taking about a half hour to drive at a time. 12 guys on a team, you can see that take up a lot of training day.
Right.
So with me staying in here, I like to have at least one more guy in the back. I'm watching you, and then he's sort of the person in the back here, the team member is kind of watching the surroundings, because we have other people that drive through that area over there in the compost.
Okay.
So it does take some time and it does take some manpower, but it's necessary if we're going to move this on city streets. We've got to be comfortable with where we're taking it.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
Takes some getting used to, doesn't it?
Oh my goodness. And this is all for safety reasons?
You betcha. Like I mentioned, it is top heavy, so in the event that it does roll over, I mean, we've got to know.
Right.
First, I don't want you rolling around inside here.
Right.
And second, you got to know where to get out. So we'll get there. So in the event that this does roll over, which it won't, because I'm gonna be with you,
Right.
and we're gonna be slow.
Sure.
There are different ways to get out of this. All right, so these windows can come out. You can notice that this window right here weighs 273 pounds.
Wow.
So we pull the pins on this and we move these red arms inward. Then we can get out here. We can get out this one. This door, if the motor's out of it, this door weighs about 600 pounds. May not be able to get out this way. We have the top hatch that we can get out, and we have the back doors. Okay.
Where do you? This is maybe a dumb question, but where would you buy something like it's almost military, right?
This is a former military vehicle.
Okay.
Okay, and when they were decommissioned and not used anymore overseas, then they became available to us.
Okay.
Because the government wasn't going to use them anymore, so they made them available to us, and that's how we got them.
Okay.
So we didn't purchase this like at a dealership or anything.
Well, yeah. I
Okay.
pretty much figured that.
The brakes are touchy, so if you need to kind of just let go and kind of put your foot on the brake just a little bit, kind of inch forward and kind of get a feel for those brakes, it is touchy, isn't it?
Yeah.
So give me a right turn out of here. So use all the 9 things that you've got available to you here. Your mirror up front, your mirrors on the side, and your cameras. So when we make this right turn out here, we're going to go nice and slow here.
Okay.
Because the front end sticks out so much further than the front tires, you find that you have to turn a little earlier than you normally would in like a regular automobile.
Right.
So go through here and then we can start moving, go forward a little more.
Okay.
See down here on your right, now crank it to the right. See down here, you got clearance for that cone?
Right.
About 6 inches, but we did clear it. So as you straighten out your wheels and come down here, that double cone is going to be the inside of your left turn, okay? So thinking 360 here, we're always looking through our mirrors, checking our windows. So if you want to swing right a little bit here, you can kind of follow those tracks.
Boy, that is a tight turn, Ryan.
Okay, so I start turning now. I keep an eye. Watching your mirror, how you doing? You gonna clear that cone?
I cleared it.
You cleared it. Okay, excellent. Give me a little acceleration up here. So as we're approaching this, it's kind of a blind turn. So all I want you to do is kind of slow down when we get up here. If you can't see something in this situation, you'd ask your person up here. I ask Kyle all the time, I need you to check right, I need you to check right. So I'm gonna be looking up here for you and checking. So you're gonna be making a right turn through there, so you need to line this up.
Got it.
It looks like you're still clear. So get up here and make this right turn. Double cones on the inside. Forward a little bit more. Forward a little more, and now crank it to the right. Watch here on your mirror. You cleared that cone. Good job. Okay, now stomp on it here. I want you at 30 miles an hour before you get to this cone.
30 miles an hour?
30 miles an hour. Not a sports car, is it?
No.
Okay. Okay, now you can let off and slow down a little bit.
Boy, those brakes are a little touchy.
They're touchy.
Yeah, they are.
It takes some getting used to. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep going straight here. Now, when we have those double cones up there, you see I've got 4 sets of double cones. That's going to simulate a water obstacle for us. All right. So before we get up here, we'll stop and we'll talk about what we do when we see water.
I would guess it would be
Go ahead and stop.
somewhat hazardous to take something this large into water.
This has the ability to drive through 3 foot of water, but that 3 foot also includes the bottom of whatever we're driving through. So how much we sink, that is included in that 36 inches. There's a fan that's spinning there in that motor. So you need to tell your crew right now, water, water, water.
Okay. Water, water, water.
Okay, and then when they hear it, water, 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 they repeat it back to you so they know that they've heard. You have to shut down your fan. Okay, and it tells you right up here, engine off, or engine fan off.
Got it.
Okay. So as we're going through here, that's our water, so we'll go through there. We've got our fan off and our crew knows what to do because we've told them. Once you clear the cones, you can turn your fan back on.
Completely clear the cones?
Yep, so you can see it in your mirrors,
Got
go
it.
past those cones.
Got it.
Very good. Okay. So you can see this loader up here moving around. Maybe checking right here, thinking 360. Always looking, checking our mirrors. Your passenger's always going to be looking for you too. So that bent barricade up there, half barricade, we're going to stay to the left of that. Now we just talked about what we did with water, right? Let's see how you handle this up here. We need to go around to the right. What do you see?
Around it. Well, I see over here, I do not see water, but I see water to the left. Oh, I do see water. Water, water, water!
Fan? Alrighty, take me through there. Don't be afraid of RPMs. Okay, take me over here to the left.
All right, I cleared it. I'm going to turn the fan back on.
Excellent. Okay, and then take me around to the right here.
Well, there are a lot of blind spots, Ryan.
Yep.
That's why you always have to drive with somebody.
You have to drive with somebody, and it's good to just, take it slow and pay attention to what all 9 things are telling you. And if you don't feel comfortable at any time, you got to stop, have somebody get out. We usually have somebody in a patrol car that's following us. I've radioed multiple times to say, am I going to clear those wires? Is there anything coming around this corner? Stop traffic at this intersection.
Sure.
It's never a race with this thing.
Straight?
Because it can be. Yep, you need to go straight through the gates here. So right about now you need to start cranking it to the right. You won't be able to turn the wheel fast enough, so you're going to have to start going slow. Crank the wheel to the left. Foot's probably on the brake most of this time. To the right.
Oh, my goodness.
And then you're going to set yourself up for this left turn here. Around that double cone. Crank her. Watch your inside mirror. Are you going to clear it?
I did, barely.
Okay, good. We'll go through here and make a right turn. Or I'm sorry, a left turn.
Left turn. This is gonna be tough. Oop.
Watching your cone. How you doing there?
I cleared it.
Good. So what are your thoughts?
I think this is hard to drive anyway. I think it's even harder to drive with this. I think that even with the use of this technology, and I know I wasn't utilizing it like I should. I wasn't looking at the cameras a lot. I think it's hard. I just think it's difficult to drive, but I mean, what a great resource for police department to have.
Sure.
If you need it. Hopefully you never need it.
Right.
Right.
And that's how I refer to it. Just the most important tool. I hope we never have to use it.
Right. Thank you.
You betcha.
Thank you.
Use your steps. You want to transition your hands there. There you go.
Only hit one.
There you go. Hey, that's pretty good. I'm impressed.
Excellent job.
Thank
Not
you.
bad for your first time.
Thank you so much.
You betcha.
Kyle Martin here with Can Kyle Martin Do Your Job? And I just drove the armored vehicle here, and it was a lot more difficult than what I thought. My heart was pounding. Probably could hear it reverberating off of my armored vest here. It was nerve-wracking, and I have a great deal of respect for what the SWAT team and what these gentlemen have to do. Hopefully they never have to use that for any situation within our community, but it's good to know that they're here, and I don't know that I would want to drive that again.
How's the driving?
It was nerve-wracking.
I bet.
It really was. It was hard. And I think I said in a little segment I just recorded, it kind of raises my respect to a whole new. Actually, just putting this on,
Sure, yeah.
raises my respect level of the difficult, things that you guys have to do and have to. I wouldn't say put up with, but the things you have to endure.
That's the thing, and there's just so many. You realize there's so many different things we have to train on, and you don't think of driving being one, but
No.
that one you definitely got to get some hours.
Oh my
behind the
goodness!
wheel, so
Yeah.
But anyway, okay. So next, what we're gonna do is some shooting. You said you shot guns before.
Oh, yeah,
Kinda.
like BB guns and stuff.
Well, we're gonna
Maybe a squirt gun or two.
We're gonna jump that up right now.
Okay.
So you'll be an expert before you leave. So,
All right.
We'll run over. We'll give you a chance to shoot the handgun, and then I've got submachine gun is what this is here. It's an MP5. And this is a fun one. I think you'll enjoy that. So
Excellent.
we'll give you a chance to use both those over on our 180 range.
I'm excited. All right,
Alrighty.
let's go do it.
So-
I feel like a teenage mutant ninja turtle.
There you go. So the first thing we're going to have you do, this is our handgun. We carry Glock handguns, and this is a 40 caliber Glock pistol. There's a couple different sizes, different models and things like that, but this is the full size of model 22. Everybody on our department has issued one of these, so everybody on the department is going to have this. With the SWAT team, and then there's also some other specially trained officers on the department that carry some other weapons, including shotguns, patrol rifles, things like that, and then like the sub gun that we're talking about later. That's additional training, but everybody on the department has issued a weapon similar to this. Okay. So when we're doing this, what we're going to do is we're going to start with the plates over here, and they're like an 8-inch plate, and we're going to practice and see if you can hit it. The biggest thing, people talk about pistols being more dangerous than like longer guns. The reason is because of the shorter muzzle. It doesn't take much to turn that around and point it at somebody. Okay, so the first safety reasons, everything's got to stay down range. So if for some reason you have a question, that's fine. Just keep the muzzle of the gun pointed down range. Finger off the trigger unless you're getting ready to shoot it. Okay. If I see anything that I see is unsafe, I'll just tell you to stop, and just stop right where you're at. Don't move, and then I'll tell you what I want you to do from there. So what you're going to try to do is aim at one of those plates. Steady press on that trigger while you focus on that front sight and see what happens. Nice steady press until it goes off. There you go. Expert. Focus on that front sight. Look at that. There you go. You hit it. You hit it. It just didn't go down.
Okay.
I think you're lying. I think you're like a firearms expert.
My heart is pounding right now.
Steady press on that trigger, front sight. There you go. That's a win.
Did you see my hand shaking like that? Does that
A little
happen
bit.
to you?
No, it doesn't. But
Well, is that pretty much what we're gonna do today?
that's it. We're gonna give you a chance to shoot the submachine gun real quick.
Yeah.
Then we got a couple other things that we might run through if you got time, and
Okay.
we'll go from there.
Very-
Okay, so then that can hang there. Nice thing with the sling the way it is, you can take your hands off, you can deal with somebody, you can use your hands for different things, but then you have easy access back to the weapon. So that's kind of where it's going to sit. And I think we're going to stay back just a little ways from this for this one, but we're going to go back over to that same target, the hostage. So you put this front sight right through that circle, and then you can aim the exact same way with that. And I'm guessing if you get lined up on that and then look up at your other side up top, then maybe you can see it then too. So keep in mind, 2 shots are going to come out when you pull the trigger once. Pretty. You're still hitting pretty good.
That's not too bad.
No.
All right, I think I've done enough.
You done enough? All right. Again, that's the weapon happens to have that feature. It's not really a feature we like to use, but it's kind of fun to let people try
It's
it out
kinda
and see
neat.
what it's in.
Kind of neat.
All right.
Okay.
I think we got one more thing for you if you got a few more minutes.
Yeah,
and
let's do it.
We'll be good to go.
As long as I'm not getting shot at.
Well, with sim rounds. but yeah.
What?
We're going to put you through what we call force on force. What we're using is they're like simunition rounds. These are actually made by Glock, the same company that manufactures our actual sidearms. They function just the same. What they do is they shoot like a paint type round. Okay, when they come off, if you get hit, you're going to know it stings a little bit. But it's a good, realistic way to put you into this environment. Builds a little bit of the pressure up on you a little bit. The pain kind of helps with that pain compliance that you don't want to get shot, so you're trying to do the right things not to do that.
So the officers that are out there right now, they are going to be trying to engage me.
Correct. You're gonna have some sort of encounter with them. Whether they shoot at you, whether they comply with your orders, that's up to them. They're gonna make a decision once they get up there, and you just have to react to whatever it is they do. If they shoot at you, then obviously you have to engage them. If not, you can give them commands. Please come here, or don't move, get on the ground, things like that. I'll kind of explain to you as we go, and I'll tell you, like, once one of them's out of play, they're done, then you can move on past them, and then the next one will be in play.
Got it. Hey, there's no groin shots.
All right, go ahead and turn these down range and start moving again. Zone 2 is in play. Zone 2 is in play. Focus on that grip.
Yeah, I found this gun.
Yeah,
A little bit.
Did it get you in the leg?
You got me like right here. Good job, guys.
Yeah. So you notice, like I said, you come down, you're a lot of decisions to
Oh
make
my
in there.
gosh.
And again, you haven't been trained, you haven't done some of this stuff, but you got somebody there shooting at you and never shot back,
Nope.
right? It's hard to make that decision, even when it's not real guns. It brings it up. You feel that heart pounded.
Yeah, it's pounding.
Even though physically, excuse me, it's not really much, but you get that mental portion of it too, and you get that, the stress that comes into this. And even us, when we're running through in your position, when we get done, we're breathing hard.
Yeah.
And it's just that you just don't know what's coming, and that anxiety that you don't know and stuff. But like I said, the pain part of it makes you not want to get shot, so it helps kind of build good tactics and things like that. So, but overall, pretty good.
Thank you. I don't know if I can do their job, but I have a whole new appreciation. Thank you, Kyle.
Thank you. We had fun.